You've probably heard of Neville Goddard's ladder or the SAT's method for manifesting your desires. They are undoubtedly some of the most effective strategies for manifesting money. Still, Neville Goddard also revealed another hidden method to his VIP trainees. Using this method, you can manifest millions of dollars, but it's a secret method. I'll describe this method in the video I'm posting right now. Before sharing it with you, I must say that this technique is incredible and will alter your life. You may help me by liking this video and subscribing to this channel, inspiring me to continue making videos about Neville Goddard's ideas and the law of assumption. This is an extremely effective, secret method of manifesting money. And Neville Goddard taught this method to his chosen students while he was still in Los Angeles. He remained in Los Angeles for a considerable amount of time and enjoyed a sizable following there. Neville Goddard had certain VIP pupils in attendance at his lectures and activities. He then instructed them on using it, and everyone profited. Thousands of individuals are still aware of this method today. Although they all manifest a lot of money and prosperity, they are unwilling to divulge their secrets. They don't want to make the secret method public since it is one. I tried it when I learned about it and received the money quite unexpectedly. Therefore, if you urgently need a significant sum of money, you can utilize this strategy because it is effective. And a lot of people I know have manifested wealth in this way. Let's investigate this approach, then. Because most users materialize 3 million or more through this method, it is known as Neville Goddard's 3 million. Although I didn't manifest $3 million, I frequently made money from unexpected sources utilizing this method, just like Neville Goddard did with his privileged and elite students. Neville Goddard experienced some failures before earning $3 million. Because it is a particular technique utilized to manifest enormous sums of money, it may take time in some circumstances. Thus, this method calls for extensive imagination. As you are aware, imagination plays a significant role in the law of assumption. And the key themes of Neville Goddard's teachings are imagination, consciousness, and presumptions. In other words, I'm suggesting that this strategy requires vivid, real-feeling imagination. In this exercise, you talk to a person in your head who will give you the amount of money you want by making contact with them in your head. This is the core idea of the exercise, which Neville Goddard frequently performed in front of his audience, advising them to use it whenever they require cash. What exactly do you do in this exercise to manifest money, then? You must be aware of this to practice this technique. As I mentioned, this method calls for creativity. Therefore, you must first enter a state of meditation. Prior to going into the meditative state, you are beginning to meditate. Ensure you are seated in a space where you won't be bothered for the next 10 to 20 minutes. You will be asked to continue in your meditative state while imagining. This will now be a lengthy meditation during which you must visualize your goal. Let me now tell you what you need to visualize while in a state of meditation. So, the question is, what do you want? Being aware of your desire is critical since you'll need to visualize it. As I previously mentioned, the main goal of this technique is to manifest money. You can utilize it if you find yourself in a situation where there is no other means to obtain money and you are stranded. You may essentially manifest the money with this technique in 1 hour. Your wish can come true right away or over a few days, but most of the time, it happens within an hour. Say you want to manifest money right now. There is no way to get it, even how much you need it. You must bring your phone. Although having a phone is preferable, you can also use a smartphone. It makes no difference what kind of phone you are using. Imagine you receive a call from someone and communicate with him on your smartphone. The person then pays you the requested amount of money. In the meditation, all you will need to do is visualize this, yet it's not only about imagining. You must use a powerful and in-depth imagination to realize it in just a few hours. So what should you do to improve the process and your imagination to quickly see the results? Select the individual from whom you want to call in the first place. As I mentioned before, the main benefit of this exercise is that it enables you to manifest money quickly. But it also has a lot of additional uses. It can be used to entice a specific individual into your life or to entice a particular person back into your life. Additionally, you can use it to attract the job of your dreams. So, I'm trying to convey that you have to decide who you want to call yourself. For instance, you might ask your best buddy to call you if you want to materialize a certain quantity of money. If you want to get your ex back into your life, you might have her call you. Alternatively, if you desire a job, you can picture the CEO or director of the company phoning you. You must now keep your phone close by after selecting the individual who will call you and pay you money. You need to keep your smartphone close by while you're meditating. The end of that. And now, I'd like to share with you a crucial tip that will make the entire procedure incredibly successful. You understand that the process's success depends on creativity. Your main task while in a meditative state is to use your imagination. As a result, the outcomes are determined by how well you can visualize. To properly imagine what you are about to imagine, you must have clarity in every area. Your phone will ring when the person you've chosen calls you. But do you recognize the ringtone on your smartphone? How many times did you hear the ringtone before beginning your meditation? It's crucial to visualize things. You must visualize using all of your senses, even the smell of money. For the best outcomes, you must carefully picture the voice of the person who will phone you when they do. I'm trying to say that you must become accustomed to the tone of your smartphone, internalize it, and retain it in your memory. When someone contacts you during that mediation, you practically have to hear this ringtone. You must visualize yourself seated somewhere when you are in a meditative state. When a call comes in, perhaps while you're sitting in the room, the bell rings, and you pick it up. It may be the director of the business where you've applied for a job or one of your closest friends. By conversing with that person, you can obtain funding for stronger and more potent imagination. Before starting a conversation, you must select what will be the subject, what the other person will say, and what you will say. It's essential for greater outcomes and an effective imagination. Before beginning your meditation, you can record the chat. Be sure to prepare completely. To vividly recall the conversation when the call rings on your smartphone and you get it, jot down the chat, take a clear picture of your phone screen, and listen to the call ringtone numerous times. In essence, everything in meditation must be imagined. You can achieve results more quickly the more skillfully you visualize. You also need to thoroughly understand everything to increase the process's effectiveness. As I previously mentioned, the environment in which you are seated must be serene and noise-free for you to visualize without interruptions. That is how you will make money in the future. As you are aware, you can write a scene and use several other Neville Goddard approaches. So you may construct a scene where you are at home and get a call, along with a screenplay for the call itself. Your money will now be delivered to you within an hour. It is the shortest period you would have to wait before receiving the findings. Additionally, it could take some time if you want to manifest more money. But I assure you that this is the most successful approach I have ever seen. This approach has helped a lot of people. Neville Goddard imparted this skill to individuals close to him to aid them in manifesting wealth. This is a quick and straightforward procedure, but keep in mind that it only needs to be used once. It implies that you won't need to do it consistently for a few days before you start to experience results. No, you only need to use this approach once to notice a change in your financial situation. Many people also use additional laws of attraction techniques recommended by contemporary specialists. Neville, though, was a teacher of teachers, and I firmly believe that his law of assumption is superior to the law of attraction. It's because Neville Goddard gave himself an explanation for everything he said and wrote, and because his ideas are generally accepted all across the world. I'm not requesting that you stop using other methods and begin using this one. I advise you to adopt this practice whenever you sincerely try to manifest your wish using other approaches but are unsuccessful. Everyone who has tried this has manifested a significant sum of money, which is truly astonishing. Neville Goddard himself endorsed this approach wholeheartedly. As I indicated at the outset, you can utilize this technique to fulfill any want you may have. This approach isn't always used to manifest money. You can use it to get your ex back. This technique can help you attract the person of your dreams and land the job of your dreams. The crucial thing is to prepare a screenplay for a phone conversation before manifesting anything in your life. You can practice without drafting a script for your phone calls, but doing so will make the process more fruitful overall. Also, keep in mind that you need to play your phone's ringtone so you can hear it while you're meditating. That's all there is to this approach. It has altered thousands of people's lives, and it has the potential to alter yours as well. The optimum times to meditate are at night or immediately after waking up. Pick a spot in nature where you can relax. You can also sit in the room, but I advise you to find a natural and open spot so you can focus better there. Therefore, as this video covers everything, try this technique. I hope I was able to provide a thorough analysis of Neville Goddard's method. Of course, this does not imply that we concur with all he said or stood for, as everyone will ultimately establish his or her perspective. Because he was an excellent teacher who motivated countless numbers of people all over the world, we are examining and debating his theories and practices to completely comprehend his philosophy. Comment on the video below if you wish to voice your view. Additionally, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and click the bell for more enlightening, instructive, and beneficial videos about manifestation. I appreciate you coming. Until the next video, take care.